Okay, hello everybody. So I noticed a lot of videos on YouTube, of course, already um, laying out everything that has happened to iOS 14. The public beta is now out, and I noticed a lot of those videos saying, "Oh, what's in it?" But I haven't seen any videos actually describing how you get it. So I have actually been a beta tester for a while. I honestly like having the newest version of my operating system. No cap. I don't have the developers beta. That is an option. You can actually mess with apps and stuff like that when you remember that. But I am just a regular old member of the Apple beta testers. So this is the website that you go to. Apple beta software program. It's beta.apple.com, and this is the site where you register and sign up to become a beta tester. You also sign in if you're already a beta tester, and this is where you're going to get iOS 14, the beta, before iOS 14 actually drops this fall. So we're basically just guinea pigs. I am kind of anal about trying to let them know what's wrong. Notice little things that I notice and let them know that. There is a feedback app that comes with each and every beta. So I actually am going to make sure that I give them my output, because it's the only way that software gets better. User interface is everything. So yeah, this is just a guide to doing that. It's pretty straightforward. So this is basically just the overview of iOS 14. I'm actually screen recording this whole thing and just recording the voiceover after. It will cut off because clearly my phone has to update once the iOS is downloaded, and it'll cut out for a while. But I'll be back once it reboots and once everything is straight. So I actually have the iOS 13 beta already. I have the profile already installed. So I actually think I'm going to get rid of that profile first. I think that might make the 14 transition a little bit more smoother. So what you're going to do is actually, once you download it, you're going to save it to your files. And then once you do that, then it'll show up in your settings menu. And you'll just click on that. That's just all the extra stuff that's in there, all the stuff that's in there, all that technical stuff that we have no clue about. I actually do try to read this. You can email it to yourself or save it as a PDF and read it later. I do try to read it because, privacy is important after all. So yeah, you basically just put in your password, and this thing is about to start downloading. It did take about 5 minutes. As you'll see once it pops up, I actually did fast forward this whole thing, just because going through it is kind of monotonous, and it's not slow by any means, but I know that y'all don't want to sit there and watch me do all that real time. So this thing's about to say 5 minutes right there, bam. So I'll be back once that 5 minutes is over. Okay, so 5 minutes is over with. It was pretty much more than 10. And look at you. These are the new widgets that everybody's going ham over. Okay. I do like that battery icon. Yes, I do like that. Don't mind my Chime account. It's not my real account, but I keep my little spending money in there sometimes. So yeah, I just want to dig into this now, play around with it, see what it has, see what the new features are. The tips, the Apple tips that actually come default on the phone are really good. So I'm going to see if those have been updated since 14. Even though it's just beta, we'll see if they still thought of that in the beta. But here is this app library that looks so nice. Just categorizes everything and all your apps into each individual folder. I've been wanting that forever. let's not even start making remarks. Ah ha 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 ha. Android. Ha ha. Yeah, we know that Android had that for a while, but we're not talking about weird Android. We're talking about iPhones right now. And iPhones might lack and take their sweet time in putting normal features in that I guess Android users are used to. But that's only because Apple takes their time and makes it seamless and beautiful experience. I'm not an Apple like fangirl or anything, but I do rock with my Apple products. But I really just do it because they work well. I like the interface. I like the way that they operate, and I don't know. I just like the way that it looks visually to my eye. So yeah, there's new little animations, new little apps wiggling. It's different. When you hit that plus button in the top left corner, you can add widgets to any screen now. So there's your notes, my podcast. You can put that anywhere. So you can put that on all screens now, not just the far left screen that widgets were in iOS 13. So that looks pretty decent to me, man. I am not mad about this so far. I can't wait to dig in. I really can't. I'm gonna see. These are all the available widgets, it looks like, so far. I know they're gonna continually add more. I would definitely like like a Weeble widget. I did have that for iOS 13, so I don't know. And one widgets are cool too, just to have the little stocks and the ticker just like easily accessible right there. So yeah, this update is looking pretty good so far. Of course, this is literally 5 minutes having it, so I can't tell you how it operates or not yet. I do feel like it actually is a little bit more responsive though, especially like apps opening. So I'm gonna pay attention to that a little bit, and yeah, I like the way that it looks so far. So I don't know, like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're at.